So guys, this is test route number 10, and at this point here you'll get pulled in for a nice cheeky little hill start on the left hand side. They'll say to you, we'll pull in the left when it's safe to do so, just ignore the driveways possibly. You'll have little meeting situations on this section of road here. As you can see, the learner coming towards us has yielded. They've waited back for us to come through, which is absolutely the correct thing to do. This bit up here, this can be quite a sticky one up here. We've got priority going forward. However, there is space for us all to get through there, and we're going to turn left at the end of the road. So again, you're going to put yourself to that 11 o'clock position, and you're looking up to the right hand side. When you look to the right hand side here, sometimes you get cars that are double parked at the shops and you can't see the full view of the road, so just be cautious of that. We're now out onto the Lanark Road, and this is a 30. All the way down Lanark Road it's a 30. Not really a lot happening here, but as you're approaching the pedestrian crossing, you're looking to see if anybody's going to press that button. If there's nobody there, just carry on. Now the bit up ahead can be quite a sticky situation. You'll have oncoming vehicles and whatnot, and parked cars and stuff like that. It's just basically take it how it comes. Plenty of space for us in the Land Rover to get through. Lights being at stop. Would we block the junction on the left hand side? It's pretty quiet. The lights have been at stop for quite a wee while now. So I've blocked that junction, but I've kept moving, because I know that I'm not going to be waiting there for too long, so it's kind of okay to do that, because there was no cars coming out anyway. Now this point here, you see the parked cars on the left hand side. We're getting through there. There's vehicles coming towards us, vans and cars. If there was a bus coming through there, you'd need to consider whether there was enough room to get through that, okay? Continuing down, there's nobody at the pedestrian crossing, so we don't need to worry. And up ahead on the left hand side, you'll see at the different coloured bush, they'll say to you, we'll pull over on the left in a safe place. Pop the indicator on there, not before that junction. Left mirror, left signal, the usual, into the left hand side. Make the car safe, cancel the signal. They'll say move off when it's safe to do so. So again, you just check the mirror, 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 blind spot, indicate, and then go. There's not really a lot happening going along this road. It's a fairly wide road. Couple of hazards there. Somebody walking. You might get the odd car, coming up to the junction quite quick or whatnot. Nobody at the pedestrian crossing. That doesn't worry us. Nobody at the bus stop. That doesn't worry us. So get used to the local geography here. The left lane up ahead only goes left. The right lane takes us ahead and right. So as we carry on down here, it's a 30 down here. And we're taking the second road on the left. Just watch your indicator here that you don't indicate too early, so indicate there. They'll pull you in somewhere up on this road. They'll get you to do a reverse parallel park, an emergency stop, pull over on the right, reverse a couple of car lengths. So what we're going to do, I'm just going to fire through a quick reverse parallel park. We've been pulled over, we've been briefed about it, been told we're going to do a reverse parallel park. The target car is the vehicle in front. I'd like you to carry on when it's safe to do so. So once we've done our procedures, we've moved away and we're going to do interior mirror, left signal. We're going to be a door's width away for that car. Come in parallel, stop parallel, into reverse. Before we move, we check the blind spot on the right. Check the blind spot, we're going back, we come back roughly to the back bumper. Then we're going to turn the steering wheel one rotation, check the blind spot before we move again. Start to move back to about 2 o'clock. Watching your monitor, making sure that the monitor's all lined up. Keeping yourself moving backwards, keeping a good all-round observation behind you when you're doing this. Lining it up with the mirrors and bringing it close into the curb. You don't want to go too close, you don't want to go too far away, just a nice bit in the middle. Go back about 2 car lengths. As you can see, there's a driveway there. If you're doing it and there's a driveway there and they ask you to do it there, then just do it and go back beyond the driveway. So we move off when it's safe to do so. We're going to take the next road on the left. So interior mirror, left signal. At the end of the road, turn left. Pointing the car to 11 o'clock. If you can't see, don't go. Make sure it's safe before you go. Peep and creep. This is this one where you're pointing towards a wall, but the road goes round to the right hand side. You don't need to indicate. At the end of the road, we're going to turn right. So there's these solid white lines on the left hand side. It causes us a problem if we're turning left. And we just bring ourselves up to the give way lines. As soon as you see a safe gap in the traffic, continue round to the right. Now this is us back onto Lanark Road again, and Lanark Road is a 30. Many years ago it was a 40, but now it is a 30, and it's been a 30 for quite a while now. The car will tell you 30 when you come out of that road, but then it changes on the car on the predicted speed to a 40 mile an hour. The sat nav that I've got tells you 40 mile an hour. I'm not sure what it tells you with the examiners. We're going to take the next road on the left hand side. So we do the usual, the mirror signal, okay? Now, check the left mirror just before you go over that bit, just to make sure there's no cyclists. We've got a speed limit change there, so we're down into a 20 now. You may get asked to pull up on the left in a safe place here, you may not. Just depends. So as we go down here, there's some parking on the left hand side. We don't want to drive in that bit. We're in our proper lane here. We're going to take the next road on the right. Just watch you don't cut in front on this junction here. So it's pretty much, it's a 90-degree turn that you're going to make. At the end of the road, we're turning left, so the usual mirror mirror signal. Point the car to 11 o'clock. Have a good look to the right. When it's safe, proceed. Again, the speed limit here is a 30. In front of you in a little second, you'll see how our lane pushes us over to the right hand side. There's a car parking space. It's a weird one. It's just like in the middle of the road. So just to the left of you there, that's actually not a lane. It's just a car parking space. It's for cars to park. So just watch that you don't end up driving in it. The bus lanes, we're allowed to drive in them. So we just check the left mirror into the bus lane. And we're going to be turning left into Longstone Murrayburn. The bus lanes are a great thing, because if we know that we can drive in them, we can just drive in them. It's great in the fact that it allows the people that have been sitting behind us, it puts pressure on us and anxiety, it allows them just to go past us and do what they've got to do. So we're going to turn left at the lights here. So we're going from a 30 zone into a 20 zone. Now, sometimes they'll get you to go into the Sainsbury's and you'll do a reverse bay park, or you'll do a forward bay park. In this instance, we're not going into Sainsbury's, we're just going ahead. Now, be cautious up here. It is a 20. You've got a solid white line for this cycle lane. Do not drive in the cycle lane. It's only at this point here that you can check your left mirror and then move back in. Again, continuing through here, it's a 20. You will see in some of the videos, some of the cars are actually, you know, going faster and pulling away from us, right? Don't be pulled into this sort of like this chain where you're just copying the car in front. The car in front's doing 30 and a 20 and you're just copying them and you think this is a 30. It's not, it's a 20 all the way through here. At the roundabout, we're taking the third exit ahead. Now I'm counting in the bus station exit as well, so you'll see it as we go on. There's one, there's two, and there's three. If it's busy up here, there's a yellow box, just look out for that. See it just there? It's well faded, but just be aware of it. And at the roundabout, we're going to take the first exit left. So our position is going to be in the left, so we do mirror, mirror, signal, into position, look to the right. If everything's good, we would just go. So again, we can drive in the bus lanes, that's all we're going to do. We're in the dual carriageway now, it's a 40, and we're in the left lane. So when we go up to the next roundabout, we're going to do the pizza crust on the roundabout to go ahead. So something I want to point out is the bus lane times are on the blue board on the left hand side, but most of the bus lanes in Edinburgh, you'll be able to drive in them in your test. There is only one bus lane that is a 24-hour bus lane that's near the test area. As you approach these roundabouts, you'll see on your right hand side you've got a hedge in the way, and it's strategically done like that to slow people down at these roundabouts. So we're in the correct lane here. The left lane only goes left. So as you're approaching it, you're looking to the right, you're in the middle lane, so put yourself in the middle lane here, and as you'll see, that middle lane is now your left lane. left mirror, left signal, exit the roundabout, and again we're just going to go into the bus lane. So we just check the mirror about this point and we just increase the speed. We wouldn't pass that car on the right hand side because there's no reason to pass it. If we were going really slow and we were in a lot of congestion and that car was going slow, then really slow, then yes, we can pass it. So this roundabout, we're taking the second exit ahead, which is the left-hand lane. At this point here, make it look as if you're driving onto the bypass and then line yourself up for that left lane. And you just do left mirror, left signal about now. The reason I'm saying now is when you get to this bit here, it's quite a bit of a camber, and everybody seems to panic thinking they're going to hit the railings when they're not. Again, we're allowed to drive in the bus lane. And at the next roundabout, we're going to turn left. So into the little filter lane, we're allowed to just keep going at this one. There's no solid line in front or any giveaway lines, so we just keep going round. At this roundabout, everybody seems to always approach this one too fast. So as you're approaching it, check your mirror, on the brake, have a look to the right. If it's safe, continue round, but keep to the pizza crust as you're going round there. Go left mirror, left signal, exit the roundabout. Once we straighten up, we'll deal with the signal if it's still on. So if it was still on, you'd pop it off there. Increase the speed, check the mirror, increase the speed. At the next roundabout, you're continuing ahead. So same thing again, forward plan, and we're looking to the right hand side as we're driving the car into the position. Looks good, so we just continue. Look at the position here, we're far over to the left hand side, we're doing the pizza crust. We're going to indicate roughly about now. Once you come round this bend, it's quite busy in front of us just now, so they're only doing about 30 mile an hour, okay? But if once you come round that bend, get your speed right up to 40 mile an hour. You're in an EV, it's one of the quickest things that you'll ever drive. There's no gear change, it's just whoosh, instant. Get up to 40 mile an hour. The last thing you want is to go up there at like 30 mile an hour and somebody overtakes you. It makes you look like you're incompetent. You're not making progress. You need to make progress at that bit. Coming up to the bends up here, we slow down about there. It's telling us there's bad bends there. There's an adverse camber. We slow down. 27 mile an hour is absolutely adequate. Once you come round there, you're going to be coming into a 20 zone pretty soon. So if you were at 27, 30, 35, whatever, that's still okay. You don't have to get bang up to 40 mile an hour because you're coming back down into a 20 zone here. So we just check the mirror and make sure you're doing 20 before that sign. So going over the speed bumps, 10 mile an hour, in between the speed bumps, check the mirror, increase the speed, get yourself up to 20. Okay, at the roundabout, we're going to turn left. It's a no left turn here, right? Don't indicate just now. Indicate roughly about here, okay? And the reason I'm saying that is you do get people coming out of that one-way street thinking that you're indicating to go up that one-way street, and their brain just thinks, oh, you're going up the street that I've just come out of. They forget it's a one-way street. So left mirror, left signal at the roundabout. This bit here, you always get cars coming down, just watch out for them. So I've held back here. I'm just waiting on this grey car coming. Perfectly okay to do that. Don't feel anxious that because there's a car there, you're near the end of the test, that you need to get through it or anything like that. Just chill out, take your time. And basically that's us at the end of the route.